So I have here some examples of dividing polynomials. These work just like regular division, with the exception of they're a polynomial. Watch how this works. First, I'm going to set up the division. The next thing I'm going to do is look up what I have here and make sure everything's in order. The x degree should decrease as you go from left to right across the problem. So in this part here, I have an x and then a 2 that does not have an x. So that's good. Now I'm going to check the order again. I have a squared, then a single x, then no x at all. So that order is very important when you write these up. If there's a missing power, you need to put a placeholder in for that, and we'll do one like that next. All right, so first thing I do is when I want to divide x minus 2 into this whole thing, I really just look at the first term here and the first term here. And I think multiplication. What multiplied by x would give me x squared? And that's easy, x, right? So then I go x times x, x squared. X times minus 2, minus 2x. Don't try to do these too fast, because sometimes going too fast and skipping a step, you forget about changing signs. After you do the multiplying, I do draw the line that gets ready for subtraction, and in subtraction we change the signs. To subtract this, I put a minus. To subtract a negative 2, it becomes a positive 2. Now I add. The first spot should always come up 0. If it doesn't, you probably made an error. Okay, let's add again. 8x, that's plus. Now I'm going to bring down the next term, which is negative 10. Go back to the beginning. X, what multiplied by x would give me 8x? I hope you said 8. You're right. 8 times x, 8x. 8 times 2, negative 16. Double check your multiplying. 8 times x, 8 times 2. Don't change any signs yet. Now, draw the line. Now you can change the signs because I'm subtracting. Subtract this means to change the sign. Now I can add. First spot should always come up a 0. Negative 10 plus 16 plus 6. Go back here. Anything times x give me 6? Not likely. That means 6 is a remainder. So just put plus 6 over x minus 2. Final answer. How about that? Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, we're ready to try the next one, so set up the division. X plus 2 this time, exactly what that term is, divided into. Now be careful here. 2x to the third plus x. Whoa, wait a minute here. How about plus 0x squared? There's x squared missing. Plus x minus 3. I have a question for you. The x to the third has a 2 in front of it. X squared has a 0 in front of it. What's in front of that x? 1. I hope you knew 1. Yeah, I like to write it there. You don't have to. Okay, again, let's think multiply. What multiplied times x would give me 2x to the third? Do you know? 2x squared. You're right. Okay, 2x squared times x. 2x to the third. 2x squared times 2. 4x squared. Double check your multiplying. Draw the line. And now subtract. Subtract. Okay. 0. First term's always supposed to come out 0 after you subtract. Negative 4x squared. Bring down just the very next term, 1x. All right, back to the drawing board here. Think multiply. What multiplied by x would give me negative 4x squared? Negative 4x. You knew that. Negative 4x times x, negative 4x squared, negative 4x times 2, negative 8x. All right, double check your multiplying. It looks good. Draw the line. Now subtract. 0 always in the first spot. 9x. Bring down the minus 3. With me so far? Okay. What times x is 9x? 9. 9 times x, 9x. 9 times 2, 18. Draw the line. Oops, that was plus 18. Now double check. Okay, I'm going to subtract. Negative 21. What do I do with that negative 21? Does x go into it? No. A remainder plus negative 21 over x plus 2. Now some people put the minus down here and the plus up there. Doesn't really matter. I do it that way. You see what works for you. Now, a review. When you're doing the division, make sure the exponents go in order of decreasing exponent. If there's a missing exponent, remember what to do. Put a 0 in for that placeholder. Sometimes you have a missing number at the end. If that happens, you can put plus a 0 at the end if you like to keep the order very specific there. It works out without putting the 0 also. So you'll have to try that. And be careful. Sometimes you might get a division that has 2 minus x on the bottom. When you set it up in the division, what do you do with this? Again, fix the order. It would go minus x plus 2. So pay attention to order both here and here when you're doing these. Good luck. I think you can do the homework now.